Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at another Vechain video, going over really what Vechain has done in the last 24 hours and where we're going to see it go in the next year and the next bull market part 2 at the end of that bull market part 2 specifically. So we do see a 0.73% decrease in the last 24 hours. However, if we look at the last week, we saw a massive 20% growth, and then a month later, we actually altogether in this last month see a 9.31% decrease. In this last 24 hours, we're seeing about a $600 million market cap, volume in the market, and then we are also seeing that $5.2 billion market cap. So continuing to see growth in Vechain is definitely what we want to see. A great recovery across the board for a lot of different altcoins and cryptos altogether. If we actually take a look right now, the market is kind of struggling, a 0.83% decrease. So it is kind of obvious that we are going to see Vechain kind of decrease with it. So in the last 24 hours, we are slowly decreasing with that market. You know, realistically, I think moving forward, we are going to see a lot of people wanting to invest in Vechain because of the possibilities, the potential, the utility, the use cases, everything that revolves around Vechain is going to be massive. And I think a lot of people are starting to understand that. So jumping into the first tweet, let's talk about a little bit more in depth, what Vechain's been doing, what's going on with this coin, and then we'll talk, like I said, about those price predictions. So Vechain and Field Security Code. So Field Security Code is based on Vechain to build urban public health and safety management platforms and to strengthen epidemic prevention and control of the grid. So if we actually go to the first one, we can see Security Code put out the red light for epidemic prevention in public places. And they talk a little bit more about this in this article. But I think, it's great to see some of these partnerships, some of these big things taking place in, just close relation. And as we jump into the next one, we see Vechain and CoinSpeaker. So integrating blockchain with the supply chain means trust, transparency, efficiency, and authenticity in the, as I struggle to say authenticity, in the market. We have an arena of emerging projects trying to combine the two chains. One of them is Vechain. So beyond currency, exploring use cases of cryptocurrencies. And this is exactly where I said, Vechain does very, very well. They have obvious use cases, real world utility. And that's exactly why, like I said, a lot of people are starting to realize the use and the reason to invest in Vechain. So we are going to jump now into the next article. This one talks more about the Vechain partnership with Shopping.io to enable vet holders shop with vet on Amazon, eBay, Walmart, and Etsy. So we talked about this in the past, but I do want to kind of go over this again, reiterate how big this was. So this was 3 weeks ago that this really kind of came out in articles and stuff. But, talking about Shopping.io, the idea that this is going to be a huge, huge deal for Vechain holders, being able to really have the opportunity, more utility around this token to do bigger and better things with their money, or their really, I guess their tokens in general, with Vechain involved with Shopping.io. It's going to be continuing to allow big things to take place. So we see Vechain uses a network of computers to operate a blockchain system that allows businesses to build and run decentralized applications. This enables businesses to enhance their supply chain management and business processes. Vechain hopes to streamline these processes and also the information flow from complex supply chains. So the decentralized blockchain does this through the use of distributed ledger technology called DLT. Shopping.io acts as a bridge between e-commerce businesses and cryptocurrencies. The company users allow to be able to purchase items from the top e-commerce players in the industry, giving, like I said, that more utility, the idea of more accessibility, more usability out of Vechain and that coin altogether. So I do want to talk about one more. Analyst Justin Bennett outlines massively bullish path for Vechain, tracks key resistance levels for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Chainlink. So a lot of people have been doing this recently. A lot of people that kind of analyze the market as a whole. Obviously, you're never going to be able to analyze it perfectly, as so much does take place in really manipulation across the market. Nobody can understand or really predict that coming. So we see here, so what if this is obviously a high speculative and mostly just for fun. We all know markets don't repeat exactly, but it's intriguing through nonetheless. So thought nonetheless. So especially with so many 100% convinced that the bull market is over, time will be the judge. So you can actually see the graph here, and that Justin Bennett is actually very, very, bullish on Vechain and the future of Vechain. And, it's just crazy to see that. As for Link, Bennett is watching out resistance for 2015 and 2655. So a lot of people watching Link as well, but like I said, Vechain has a very, very bullish outlook. I do want to talk a little bit more about Vechain on their website real quick, and then we'll jump into those price charts for Vechain and the price predictions revolving around Vechain as well. So jumping down to just the solutions real quick, we'll go over the solutions because a lot of you guys, we haven't done this in a while in our videos regarding Vechain. So digital carbon ecosystem solution, they have the consumer confidence index platform, automotive passport solution, retail solution, logistics solution, liquefied natural gas solution. They have the digital content distribution solution, electronic document deposit solution, and the obviously agriculture solution as well, providing so many real world use cases for, like I said, Vechain. And I think that's exactly why we have so many people wanting to jump on board and understand and learn more about Vechain. So let's jump back to the price chart because we do have a lot to talk about when regarding this price chart. I did talk about that $5.2 billion market cap. That is something that is continuing to grow as this price continues to rise. We do see a 1% decrease in Vechain right now in the last 24 hours, having a great push all the way up to 0.086, so about 8.6 cents. And then we saw, a pretty solid decrease all the way back down to about 8 cents flat. Then from there, we are seeing, just kind of trying to find a stable footing here before hopefully another increase, and not just finding, that ceiling maybe and finding a, I guess, more of a resistance level than a support level. So hopefully we do find a support instead of resistance and continue this climb up. I think, as we move forward, a lot of people are more worried about the long-term future. As long as we get into that bull market part 2, they don't really care. So, one thing I have to say is I still believe we are on path for that bull market part 2. I think Vechain is going to benefit very, very well from that bull market part 2 as well as we move forward. So by the end of the year, where do we think Vechain is going to be? I still believe that we could easily push around 30 to 50 cents by the end of the year. Hopefully even more than that. That is a conservative price prediction, trying to stay on the realistic side. And then we also have the, end of the bull market really as a price prediction. So that could be, mid 2022, early 2022, or late 2022, depending on when we get this bull market part 2 back and up and started. So depending on that, I do think by the end of bull market part 2, we could see anywhere from about $1 to $2. Like I said, depends quite a bit on the FUD manipulation that is continuing to take place right now. So that's just my thoughts, my opinion on Vechain. Remember, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, so always do your own research before investing in any cryptocurrency. We are closer and closer to 100K as we get there. I do want to say we will start to do probably more giveaways as we get closer to that 100K subscribers. So I really do appreciate the awesome support. If you guys would really like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on. And then one more thing, if we actually go to Twitter, we go to my profile, I do have 5,507 followers. I have about 95K YouTube subscribers. So if you guys would all take the time, jump onto Twitter, follow me on Twitter. I am trying to just tweet, important things only, so you don't see, 8 to 10 tweets a day about useless information. I see a lot of, crypto YouTubers doing that. And I want to just, stay with and stick with, maybe 1 or 2 tweets a week, unless, big things are coming out. But, for the most part, just give you guys, important updates, give you guys just thoughts on what I've been doing that week or what I'm really thinking about at that moment. So that's my thoughts. That's my, thanks to you guys as we continue to grow this channel and this really platform altogether. So thank you guys again. Make sure, like I said, quickly like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on. I'll see you guys all on the next one.